Right then, video diary number 2, and it's one of frustration, unfortunately. I spoke to the bed manager at the Walton Centre yesterday, and just to let you know about how this sort of thing works, the way it happens is because I'm not an emergency case, I have to phone up to check whether they've got a bed for me, because the Walton Centre is the sort of neurological hospital for the Northwest, North Wales, the Isle of Man, a huge area that it covers. And obviously emergency things that happen take priority over non-emergency cases like mine. Totally understandable and completely fair. It's frustrating that they didn't have any beds when I spoke to the bed manager yesterday morning. Or no, male beds, I should say. And yeah, really frustrating, but understandable, and hopefully, somebody that really needs the bed is using it, and it's an important thing, and there weren't any discharges, so there just wasn't room to be able to take me, and that's fine. I want to make absolutely clear, I've got no problem with that. Where the frustration lies is there doesn't seem to be any system for what happens next, as far as I'm concerned. So the bed manager said, "Oh, you'll need to speak to your consultant secretary tomorrow morning," which was today, and she'll give you another date for the appointment. Now, that means that it's a matter of waiting to get something out in the mail to tell me, okay, it'll be the 14th of June or something will be the date that I go in. And then you're in the same problem because they still won't have any guaranteed beds. So come the time of the next appointment, if there've been a load of emergencies, it'll be cancelled again and cancelled again and cancelled again. Now, that's really frustrating because it's a big treatment. I think I said in my first video, it is essentially like a chemotherapy. It was designed for leukemia patients, and there are some really big risks with this, including thyroid disorder and kidney problems, really massive risks. So you have to get yourself mentally prepared to go in and start this treatment and know of the risks that come with it. So then when that's taken away, when you're told, oh, you can't come in for the treatment, you've built yourself up, and then it just sort of goes away again. And then I'll have to build myself up again next time, and build myself up again the time after that. And so when I spoke to the consultant secretary this morning, she said, "Oh, did the bed manager give you a date of when you'll be able to come in next?" And I said, "No, that's what she told me to phone you about." And the consultant said, "Oh, well, you normally have to come in over a weekend so that the drugs can be started and done Monday to Friday. It's 5 days." And they don't. The hospital doesn't administer these sorts of drugs over a weekend, apparently, because they're basically down to a skeleton staff over the weekend period. And the consultant secretary doesn't think that you can have a break during the treatment. So it's got to be 5 consecutive days. It can't be, 5 days with a break. And I can't be an outpatient because they need to monitor me during the treatment. So basically, I just have to phone up now every weekend for the rest of time until I get taken into the hospital. And that's where it's frustrating, that there doesn't seem to be any kind of plan in place to say, well, this is how it works. If you're getting these treatments, this is how it works. It's just a matter of guesswork from one minute to the next about whether you can go into hospital or not. And that's a real frustration for me at this stage, and I'm sure many other people as well. I'll do another check-in diary once I hear back from the consultant secretary, because she's going to have a check with the nursing staff and the neurologists to make sure she's right when she says it can't be non-consecutive days, and that they won't administer it over the weekend. So I'll do another video once she's checked in and told me a little bit more information. Bye.